think you know the truth? No, you've only seen what I've shown you. Powered by Dubverse. A small and quiet city in the heart of Manchester. A city that usually has no news of horrific crimes. But in 1998, the silence of the city was broken. It was a cold day, and a phone call pulled the police to the side of Rue Graal. The body of a 71-year-old woman named Lily was found. A body that showed signs of violence, but not as much as it could possibly have been. At first glance, everyone was surprised. There was no trace of theft in the house. There was no sign of forced entry in the basement. As if Lily herself had opened the door. Everyone thought it might be a thief or a stranger. But the reality was much more complicated. Initial investigations showed that two young girls were related to the victim. One of them, Sarah Davy, 14 years old, had a kind look. With her, Lisa Haley, 15 years old, was with her. The appearance of these two young people did not show any signs of violence or danger. But when the case was investigated, it was truly shocking. Powered by Dubverse. Powered by Dubverse. Two girls went to Lily's house. Not as a victim, but as friends who wanted to help. After a while, the girls tried to hide the evidence. The body was placed inside a garbage bin. The body was carefully transported to the streets and was placed inside the canal. After a while, their behavior was strange. They called the victim on the phone. They spent his money on food and chocolate. No fear, no regret, no shock. The behavior of the psychologists described it as a complete cutoff from the meaning of death. When the police put the violations aside, they came to reality. The killers were two young girls. Sarah Davy behaved calmly and coldly during the interrogation. No serious refusal, no emotional floundering. Confessions were made without excitement and with precision. This calmness shocked the society and the police during the interrogation. The sentence was issued: imprisonment for Sarah Davy and her accomplice. Limited freedom only in case of danger. This sentence caused the media and the British people to debate for hours. How can a young man have such power and mercilessness? Sarah Davy spent years between prison and limited freedom, powered by Dubverse. The cost of materials, the violation of the restrictions, was repeated. Her last release in 2024 was with severe restrictions and permanent detention. But the main question of the society remained the same. The killer is a child. What is justice? This case showed that the power of control and violence can even take shape in the minds of young people. The appearance of peace and safety can be a barrier. How should society deal with young killers? If the killer is young, how long can society give him a chance to return? But the case does not end here. Years later, when the reports were republished, a dangerous question arose. A question that has never been officially answered. Evidence shows that something has happened in the house, that everything is out of control. A short, scary intervention and a decision that had no other way out. Maybe Lily had lost control at that moment. Maybe she was threatened that they would only see one way to survive. But there is also a darker possibility. What if these two girls had not decided in the first place? If someone had given them a chance before that day, if they were scared or forced to enter that house, if the killer was someone who never sat on an open chair, and now this case, instead of an answer, puts two choices in front of us. The first choice, the old woman, the moment when control was lost, and two young people who were scared to death. The second choice, another person, the handcuffs behind the scene, and these two girls made a promise. They did something that they followed to the end of their lives. Now it's up to you. Choose which narrative